Hello and welcome to today's weather video for Saturday, July 9th, 2022. The heat is on in the south. We have excessive heat warnings and advisories up for much of Texas, Mississippi, Louisiana, Alabama. There's also some heat advisories and warnings up for Nebraska and portions of the Dakotas, where temperatures will be in the 90s and 100s today. We have a record to report in Galveston, Texas. The highest low temperature ever recorded for yesterday's date, and this would make the fifth day in a row that this has happened. Galveston, Texas did not get below 85 degrees. That is a record. The previous record high low temperature is 84 degrees. So in a 24-hour period, it did not get below 85 degrees, which is a record. Taking a look from Storm Prediction Center today, we do have a slight risk of severe weather across Montana and portions of North Dakota and western Minnesota, where the risks for today will be damaging winds and some isolated incidents of hail. There is also a marginal risk for tornadoes in this area, but I wouldn't concern too much about tornadoes. The bigger threat is going to be wind and hail. Taking a look at the satellite picture, you see we have a boundary that's draped from the central, about where the Mississippi River is, right on in through the mid-Atlantic, and it is slowly starting to creep its way south, but it's going to get hung up in the southeast states for multiple days. As you can see, here's our weather system up in the North Plains. That's going to cause the severe thunderstorms today. We have a little bit of shower activity in central Texas. Nothing to write home about. Nothing that's going to end the drought. If you look on the west coast, generally quiet weather, and that's going to remain the case as the ongoing drought situation continues in the southwest U.S. Up in the northeast states, it's a beautiful weekend. You have sunny conditions, and high temperatures are only going to be in the 70s and low 80s up there today. Taking a look at the radar picture, here's that boundary again. You can see the shower activity starting to exit Pennsylvania. Delaware's been in the showers today. You had some heavy rain in Maryland and Washington, D.C. area last night. Back across Kentucky, you also have showers. North Dakota, you have a system that's moving through. That is starting to weaken, actually. Back across Florida and Georgia, shower activity with that boundary, and that's going to remain in place for the next several days. Taking a look at the European model from last night, this was last night's 0Z run. Here's that boundary we were talking about. You can see how it starts to slowly shift south. And then you can see up here in the plains, you get the thunderstorm activity tonight, where some severe thunderstorms will occur. The boundary is going to exit the mid-Atlantic going into Sunday. Portions of Virginia may still see showers and clouds. Delaware, southern Delaware, may struggle to clear out, but from Pennsylvania on northward, it's going to be a beautiful day on Sunday. Lower humidity, temperatures in the 70s and 80s. And watch what happens as we go into Monday. This boundary really doesn't move all that much. It gets down to about South Carolina, but then it tries to move back northwest a little bit. And by Tuesday, showers break out again. Another system enters the picture in the northeast. There could be some showers and thunderstorms from New York over through to Maine, also back across the Great Lakes. There's a minor risk of showers and thunderstorms in northern Texas on Tuesday evening. Not much to be concerned about, though, and it's not going to end the drought. Back around the Gulf Coast states, showers and thunderstorms will continue daily. There could even be some flash flooding that occurs, especially close to Florida Panhandle and southern Alabama, and this boundary is going to generally stay in place for much of the week, and that's why it's going to keep the temperatures down in the Carolinas, and you'll actually see temperatures below average across your area. Taking a look at the European temperature map, here we go here. So we see today and tomorrow, hundreds and 90s are just going to continue across the plains in Texas, and we actually might see power outages in Texas because the power grid is just so weak, and this has been ongoing day after day after day, and it's going to continue throughout the entire week. So we just go through here, as you can see, the heat just continues, and as we get later into the week, the heat's going to start to build in the northeast. And we were mentioning in our drought video, I think warmer times are ahead for the northeastern states. And once we get past the middle of this week, I think it's going to be a dry stretch in the northeastern states as well, which is why I'm starting to become concerned about at least a slight risk of drought. If we look back across the southwest, the middle of next week, it's going to be relatively hot. temperatures at or above 100 degrees. But looking in the southeast states, you're below average, and that's because of that stalled boundary that's going to be shifting back and forth throughout the week. And you'll be able to see that on the CPC projections, which we're going to look at next. 6 to 10 day temperature outlook, below average temperatures in the east, slightly above up in New England, and well above average temperatures anywhere west of the Mississippi. The heat is going to be on. It's going to continue. Some records will be broken. And if we go to the 8 to 14 day outlook, here's that little spot of below average temperatures in the southeast from the stalled boundary. But look at the rest of the country. The heat is on, and as you can see here, in the 8 to 14 day outlook, it does expand into the northeast states. And that's going to continue as we get into the middle of July and the end of July. I think it's going to be hotter times ahead for the northeast states, but the big concern is the heat is going to continue here in the plains. And I think the drought situation is also just going to get worse as well. As you can see, slightly above average in the west, but hundreds are normal for this time of the year. 90s and 100s in California. That's the new normal as of the past 10 to 20 years out in this area. The Pacific Northwest, near normal temperatures for you with highs in the upper 60s to mid 70s. Incidentally, looking at the 8 to 14 day average in Alaska, temperature outlook is going to be below average. If you recall, they just came off of some record temperatures over the past couple weeks. That has finally flipped to some below average and cooler temperatures. Alrighty, thanks for checking out today's weather video. We will see you next time. Please hit the like and subscribe button down below and share this video. Have a great day.